in the tag team tournament.
Yes.
Is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Toronto, Ontario. She is bionicle.
And that's who we want to see here at NCCW. Alexia Nicole, probably one could argue one of the best women's professional wrestlers across Ontario, Sean.
Absolutely, I would say across Canada. Alexia Nicole ranks with the absolute best, a 12-year pro, trained by Taylor Wilde. She's held belts all over this province and beyond. She has to be a favorite in this tournament.
Bionic she is. Is that a bionic arm?
Sure is.
Does that amplify anything? Do I need to be worried about that?
+3 to all strength rolls.
Oh, man.
I'm going to pretend I know what you two are talking about.
Nerd stuff. You don't want to know.
And again, NCCW is the place to be. The strong, the powerful, the beautiful, elite athlete, Nova.
Huge height advantage. She is so good at what she does. A 6-year pro. She's held titles in Demand Lucha in Northland. She has been around the block. She knows her way around the ring. That height advantage, I think that might be one of the differences in this one.
Height advantage is a great thing to note on, but again, these two competitors I have not seen before. Who knows? Perhaps Alexia has something in her back pocket that's ready to deal with the height and with the strength of Nova. I mean, Sean, give me a little bit of background on these two.
Yeah, like I said, Alexia's been around for 12 years. She knows her way around the ring. I think there's a very real argument she's the best independent women's wrestler in Canada today. She can take on anyone. She's had amazing matches. She's 3-1 in NCCW to this point. Her only loss, that tag team loss to Make Out Violence in the fall. Anytime she's been in there on her own, she's won.
Kyle Boone and Shiloh, we will both see them. Shiloh is part of the women's tournament. And, of course, Kyle Boone has chosen an opponent for that Pick Your Poison match against Pretty Ricky Wilde for our Pick Your Poison. Coming up with those two, Kyle Boone, the #1 contender here for NCCW and the NCCW Heavyweight Championship. But, of course, we are going already hot and heavy in the start between these two ladies, and it might be the height difference between the two, but that doesn't mean the strength and the ability and agility between both of these ladies, Alexia and Nicole. It seems like wrestling circles around Nicole.
Absolutely shocking Nova with that double drop kick. Look, all I'll say is everything so far is impressive, but Alexia is something I have never seen before. She's quick, she's athletic, and as long as she stays on top of her game, she'll have a good chance.
There's that agility that Nova has as well. She's going to slow down the pace here, not going to let Alexia run her over the way that it looked in that first few minutes.
I mean, Alexia Nicole, we know how hard she can wrestle throughout a multitude of people, places, and areas. Of course, back in the fall, in our double show at Clash and Chaos on the Coast, she faced off against not only in an intergender tag team match, but also in an elimination 4-way match.
And again, tonight it's a massive night for NCCW as the new inaugural women's champion is going to be crowned. So the stakes are high, the tension is there, there's an anxiety in the room, but you got to understand you still have to be your sharpest. You still have to be at your best wits.
See, Nova has the athleticism, but sometimes she'd rather just poke a little fun here, have the psychological advantage as well.
Which is just as powerful and effective as that bulldog there, rolling up and pen attempt 1-2, and only a 2 count.
Powerful and effective, I don't know. I mean, there's a thing about being, you got to be able to present yourself with fighting spirit if you're going to go for a championship. And Nova seems like she's just digging her heels in the dirt and trying to pick up the win however she can.
And endurance is also the name of the game as well, Summer, because not only do you have to wrestle this match, but then later on in the finals, you're wrestling in an elimination match.
I wonder how that changes the strategy, or does it? I mean, if you don't get through the first round, there is no second round, but at the same time, if you put everything you've got into that first round match, maybe you have nothing left for that final.
Turn it around. Looks like
Cloverleaf.
nice cloverleaf here by Nova. Very smart strategy to take out the legs of Alexia Nicole. But Alexia grabbing for the ropes and holding on and waiting for a break of the submission hold, but Nova taking a little lesser time to break it off than we thought.
You know, I will say you guys made a very interesting point of the double-edged sword of this. They can't give their 100% here because if they make it, they'll have nothing left for that final match. And if I'm being honest, it kind of limits the people. It doesn't let you see everything that they're really capable of until they get to that final round.
Nice running knee there by Alexia, and now more knees to the back and the spine of Nova. Pin attempt, 1, 2, and only a 2 count.
I don't think she got all of that. If she had, it might have been over. You know, I think the biggest thing that's going to come into play here in this tournament is the recovery period. You have to be able to come out and then do it again later tonight. Now, with these two women, you have to think going on first here, is that an advantage? You have that, hour and a half, 2 hour window before you need to wrestle again. Is that recovery time, or are you just going to get stiff? Because I know as I get older, if I do an activity,
Samoan drop there by Nova, 1, 2, and I feel you on that as we get older, Sean, that it's getting harder and harder to last longer and longer, especially with strenuous activities.
Can't relate, stay safe, y'all.
the bounce back time is more difficult as you get older.
Yes. You're young, you'll learn, Summer, as Nova's just now using that strength and power advantage now and is dropping Alexia up on the top rope here.
Father Time will come for you too, so don't you worry.
Hey, as we're talking about stamina, stamina is the name of the game here, and these two have to make sure that they can keep it high, making sure that they're still putting the amount of energy needed to succeed in this match while not exerting everything they have. It's so tough to
Cross
manage.
body into a fall-away slam, 1, 2.
Barely.
And Nova, while making her debut here, how heck of a debut would it be if you moved on and became the inaugural NCCW Women's Champion?
Absolutely. What a debut that would be.
Calling for it's over. It looks like maybe a tiger driver, maybe a pedigree, but Alexia using that, height disadvantage, going for a lung blower there, turns it around once again. Now going for that octopus
Beautiful.
stretch
Middle
in
of the ring.
center of the ring.
Absolutely wrenching the body of Nova. This could be it. This could be it.
Digging in deep and a
The tap.
tap out.
It's over. It's over. Alexia Nicole.
Alexia Nicole moves on to that 3-way elimination style. And again, it's that we talked about the power difference, we talked about the height difference, but guess what? You know what there was a difference for in Alexia's way? Knowledge and experience.
We talked about she's a 12-year pro to Nova's 6 years. That's a lot of difference. She knows these different situations. She found a way to win, and when that submission got put on in the middle of the ring, that was game over.
Alexia moves on here in no man's land for NCCW.